Hi, I'm Cheryl, and I'll be walking you through about how we can use performance measurement as a tool to measure my performance as a business partnering intern at Health Sciences Authority, HSA for short. To give a bit of background, HSA is a statutory board under the Ministry of Health, and we are responsible for applying medical, pharmaceutical, and scientific expertise to protect and advance public health and safety. My role is a 6-month internship with exposure to different areas of HR. My key responsibilities are to manage external corporate communication through social media content creation, develop internal corporate communication materials for circulation to employees, redesign a new HR portal, digitalize current HR services, and also lead recruitment activities. Firstly, for managing external corporate communications, the main objective is to improve brand awareness and perception. So the measurement criteria that I've used is graphic rating scales, where we'll list down the performance criteria such as number of likes, comments, shares, and views. And it will measure absolute performance where staff are rated independently. The strength of the approach is that it is quick and easy to develop and is relatively generic, where the similar scale could be used in other job functions. The winner of the approach is that it may not provide a lot of information on what I need to do to achieve different levels of performance. And there's also an issue of subjectivity and accuracy of evaluator. Next, to develop internal corporate communication materials, the main objective is to increase employee engagement. The measurement criteria that I have used is similar to previously mentioned, which is the graphic rating scales. And in this case, I will list down performance criteria such as creativity, quality, and quality of content alongside an associated measurement scale. And the strength and weakness are similar to previously mentioned. Here's an example of the graphic rating scale, where on the left, I will list down the list of competencies. So for instance, creativity and quantity of communication materials, and also attention to details are something that we can measure. So on the right, we have the scales. So 1 indicating very poor, where 5 will indicate very good. Next, to redesign a new HR portal, the main objective is to improve employee communication and engagement. I will use the bars, which consists of vertical scales of different dimension of jobs, and the scales are based on parameters called angles. And the strength of the approach is that it will give the rater much more guidance in rating performance, and there's also higher reliability and accuracy. For weakness, it takes a lot of time and effort to develop. It needs to be updated as the job scope changes, and also the voluminous data that the managers have to remember. Here's an example of the bars, where it is also a scale of 1 to 5, but there's more information. So for instance, 1, meaning that the content is irrelevant, boring, and not organized. And 5, the content is extremely engaging, relevant, and well organized. Fourthly, for digitalize current HR services, the main objective is to achieve a more efficient HR process, increase satisfaction for employee. The measurement criteria that I've been using is quality approach, where we strive to improve customer satisfaction by reducing errors and achieving continuous service improvisation. The strength of the approach is that there's assessment of both employee and systems. There's also problem solving through teamwork and the use of multiple sources to evaluate performance and involvement of both internal and external factors. The weakness of the approach is that it may not correspond with the qualities philosophy of my company. Lastly, for leading recruitment activities, the main objective is to hire and attract talents to join the company. I'll be using the pair comparison, where comparisons are made between all possible pairs of employees in a work group, and the rater will then decide which person out of each pair has performed better, either by overall or on a specific aspect of performance. The strength of the approach is that it is quick and simple in small teams, and little resource is required. However, it may be complicated and impractical in larger teams. Here's an example of the paired comparison, and this is for the trait of number of quality hires, and the employees are rated among each other. So there's 5 employees shown here: Amanda, Ben, Clement, Deanna, Anton, and they will be having a comparison with each other. I have come to the end of my presentation. Thank you.